hilarious. Huh. Huh.
On the Diddy trial, Sean Diddy Combs just got hit with 2 federal convictions for transporting women for prostitution. The jury couldn't agree on the big racketeering charge, but they were clear on the sex for travel part. So he's guilty on 2 counts, each carrying up to 10 years, meaning Diddy could face 20 years in prison, McKay. He's still in custody since the judge denied bail, citing a pattern of violence, which is legal speak for you're not going home anytime soon, McKay. Sentencing is set for October 3rd, and depending on whether the sentences stack or overlap, he could be out in a decade or not in... I'm not sure. The judge told them to keep trying like it's a group project with no stacks, okay?
Yeah, it's a group project with no stacks.
His legal team decided to rest their case in just 30 minutes with 0 witnesses and no testimony from Diddy himself, okay? Didn't totally pay off. So yeah, guilty on transportation for prostitution, not guilty on sex trafficking by force, and no decision on racketeering. Diddy's not going down for everything, but he's still going down for enough to get a new address and maybe a jumpsuit. Now you're informed, McKay. Here's the news, McKay. Big decisions on the Diddy trial. Sean Diddy Combs just got hit with 2 federal convictions for transporting women for prostitution. The jury couldn't agree on the big racketeering.
What episode is this?
Clear on the sex and travel part. So he's guilty on 2 counts, each carrying up to 10
the last
years,
episode?
meaning Diddy could face 20 years in prison.
Oh.
He's still in custody since the judge denied bail, citing a pattern of violence, which is legal speak for you're not going home anytime soon, McKay.
Alright, what are we going to do first?
And depending on whether the sentences stack or overlap, he could be out in a decade or not until we're on iPhone 35, okay? The tree
R.I.P.
was dead
Shock
on the
G.
racketeering charge. Some said yes, some said, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. We're gonna do that and come all the way back and do that, then do that, and go down there. I'm gonna do his last right. What? No.
Arthur. Yep. Yep. Ah. Darn people. Yeah. Fast. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Old Dutch's chain, Sally! Run him down!
Ah. Shit.
Thought you were tough, huh?
Come on, come on.
Gonna
Ah.
watch you die, Morgan.
Damn. Health is a bitch on this motherfucker. Oh, health is a bitch.
Driscoll's.
Yep. I lost money. Dude, a bitch. It's okay. I was scared, but it's okay.
Boy.
That's my fault. We found the sheet, and so.
And they took $12.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate O'Driscoll's.
Oh, just. There's a fire. Ooh.
Yeah. Now, come on. Look out.
You thought twice, huh? Get the hell out of here right now.
What are you gonna do? Okay.
How about I blow your lamp out?
Cut. Oh, nigga. Oh, in the dick. All right, let's see what you get. Peach. Oh, no, yeah. That's what I want to search. I got to get Ooh. Nope, no. Do all that. This is bourbon.
Search the wagon.
Hey, damn it. A lot going on. I need a new hat. Hat? And I don't want the moonshine. And
Take everything
the
from the
good old
camp.
wagon. I'm not taking everything. And let's search here. And a lot of nothing. Ain't that a bitch? Maybe some other side of this, maybe? Something there, nope. And there's nothing over here. Waste of fucking time.
Come on, boy. Yep. Yeah.
Can you burn the dead bodies?
Yeah.
Go, go. Ah. Yeah. Go. Come on. Yeah.
That's an interesting way of putting it, Seamus.
No doubt. I do interesting very well. It's trusting I don't do so well.
Oh, please. Arthur, this is Seamus. He's our new partner.
I ain't no such thing.
Prospective new partner, if he likes us.
Liking ain't the problem. Trusting is, as I said. Keep your voices down. I don't want my boss hearing. This is a sideline.
Of course. Look at us. Honest
You
as the
imagine
day
back
is
then,
long.
everybody's
Exactly.
breast
I'll
up
tell you
like
what.
shit.
Let us prove ourselves.
Terrible.
Prove ourselves to this clown? What you talking about?
Good day, Hosea. Good luck with your business dealings.
Listen, he's rough and ready and quick with his tongue, but I swear you can trust him and trust me.
I'm gonna say
I'm an
Jay
old
Electronica
man.
is on my list of
You're
artists.
not
You like
old,
him for other
Seamus.
reasons,
I'm
because
old
cold
enough.
nation
And
shit.
you know
No,
why?
it's because
You don't trust idiots.
there's almost no Jay
We're not
Electronica verse that I think is whack.
idiots.
Well, there
Let us
aren't a
prove
lot
it
of
to you.
those. I mean, there aren't a lot of Jay Electronica
Okay.
verses. I think
I'll tell you what.
Arthur,
Old Bob Crawford and his boys just bought a beautiful stolen stagecoach from upstate. It's on their barn. Now, you go get that, and then we can work together.
who's old Bob Crawford?
An acquaintance of mine.
So you want us to take out your competition?
Well, he's not just an acquaintance, but a cousin. By marriage, I also want to see if you boys got what it takes. Now, you survive that.
Where is he?
He's in a farmhouse just northwest of here called Carmody Dell. It's just up the train tracks as you're heading up towards Fort Wallace. There's also some money in that house, but that's your business, not mine. But don't kill nobody. Folks know we ain't intimate no more, and they'll know it was me.
But you're fine with us robbing your cousin.
By marriage. And yes, I'd love it.
You heard the man. Let's go rob his cousin.
By marriage.
The wedding was beautiful. It was my friend Taylor and her now husband Josh. Congratulations to them. Everybody looked amazing. It was lovely.
Look where you're going.
So yeah, that was what I
Really?
did. Sorry, it's
Really?
Sunday.
Lead the way. He said the place is just northwest of here.
That was good.
Me?
The other one has been out gallivanting around here.
I flew in on
That's
the
what you call it.
like 5 in the morning.
Clearly you've recovered from your bear encounter.
Just relax.
Could have played that better, couldn't you?
Thought you wanted me here to show some strong arm. That's usually how it goes.
Yes, but you know how this works.
Come on, Hosea. That feller's a joke.
And that's why he's perfect. He won't cause us any problems. A safe spot to fence wagons and coaches, that's easy money for us.
I guess you're right.
Come on, it's not like he's asking us to rob a bank. If the two of us can't steal a stagecoach from Seamus's old crooked cousin by marriage... We should hang up our hats now.
Oh, they were quite some car.
So what's the story with that Emerald Ranch? You find out anything else?
A little. Owner's a nasty type by all accounts. Seamus is sure scared of him.
That's not saying much.
Something strange about the place. Used to be a saloon there, general store. Now it's all closed up, but they seem to have money.
Sounds worth a look around.
For sure. Hey, let's keep it down now. We must be close.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Yesterday and says, "Yo, dog, you know the problem is next week. Need that car."
Oh shit.
He said it like that.
Which car? Pretty much. You're talking about the Maybach. We gotta have somebody to talk to. And I was like, all right, well, who's supposed to be driving?
That must be the place up ahead.
Pop said
We should go on foot from here.
Okay. I said, so tell Pop to call.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Come on.
Pop calls the next day. Says, hey, Ethan wants me to drive him for the prom. That only means a one-way, right? He was dead serious.
There's the house. I see the barn in the back. Stagecoach has to be in there.
And take them after the He said, no, they going home. I said, but you still need to take them home.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the place.
So, we're dealing with prom stuff right now. That's how old I am. What you trust from? My dad said if it's a one-way trip.
What the fuck?
You've got binoculars, don't you?
They want the experience. They want Joe to Pop to open the door. It's an experience when it comes to that. You open the door, you stand there and take pictures. So I understand what they want, but I don't understand why wouldn't they ask their brother? I told Pop I would just give the chauffeur one of the luxury chauffeurs. Yeah, so they do that for the night.
Anyone around?
Yeah, they do that.
Yes.
That's me.
Okay.
I forgot about this.
I reckon we can do it now. I'll head over, distract him by putting on a little show while you sneak into the house, find what you can, then get the stagecoach. Or wait until nightfall. Sneak in, then I'll get the coach. You can try the house. What do you think?
He's running around right this second. Trying to prepare for
Do it at night.
Nigga, we gangsta.
Do it now.
with my brother. So,
We gangsta.
Don't follow me.
to go to a prom. Yes. Prepping your kids for good luck to y'all. Yeah, that sounds like some of them is under pressure.
I have them distracted outside, then.
I need to open that thing with the.
Nigga, just to get to the prom, you spent 4 figures. That shit's crazy. Nigga, just to get, no, I'm talking about to get there. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling top to the They got drop top Rolls Royces, all types of wild, crazy.
The problem is how our friend groups back in the day all stopped talking to each other. Because we went and got the stretch limo that all of the parents were supposed to chip in. And then everybody got crazy, and then all hell broke loose, and now we can't talk to each other.
So Sharon, give me my money.
Is your father home?
Sure is. Get him down.
Watched a little bit. I think that
How you want it? Fine by me.
I told you to stay hidden, Arthur.
looking like she was reading directions as she was going.
Yeah.
Reading directions.
Script right behind the phone.
I did not. No, I did not.
You're on recipes.com.
Big cheese.
No, actually, I did not have Patty LaBelle. No, I
Was it a black person's recipe? That's my only question.
It's my recipe. That was inspired by my aunties.
They said you put sour cream in it.
Aunties, not my aunts. My aunties.
On which side?
She said
Aunties,
she said aunt.
Aunties, aunts. Now, yes. What did you ask me?
I read in the comments that they said you put sour cream in it.
Yes.
Some spot slipped in there.
It's just a dollar. Exactly.
Was that the Russian side? The Asian side don't do that.
It's a dollar.
Caribbean, we don't do that.
Not Caribbean.
Yeah, but y'all don't make mac and cheese at all. So y'all Caribbean don't talk. Yeah, but I don't eat macaroni pie or cheese. That is true, but I'd rather that than putting sour cream and macaroni and cheese.
Let's get to the explanation of the sour cream.
Or maybe at the moment.
It's just a
Go
little.
to the back of the
binding.
house.
Thank you very
The
much. I was
mission.
gonna say it's like a little bit of a
It's not
thickening
how I
agent.
expected to
A
turn
little bit
out.
of a thickening agent. So I started with.
The white man looking like that.
Listen, I boiled pasta, I started making the roux, you know, and shit was, it was lit. I was very proud of myself, and I did it on live to prove that I actually made it from scratch, so you guys couldn't talk shit that I bought it.
Hey, I can jump out the window. Good job.
I used heavy whipping
And
cream.
heavy cream.
I used heavy whipping cream.
Get on, Arthur.
And
We
evaporated
don't have
milk.
time to mess around here.
Yes, I should have taken a picture. Actually, I did. I took a picture.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Take everything from the house.
Five different cheeses. Yes.
Yeah. So once you want the egg, you sort of see what's
Shit, there's a man coming. Just play it cool. He might not know the situation here.
Hello.
But he did not take everything from the
I honor
house.
the beds up here. That's why. To go because that was the bet. Bet that I would not make mac and cheese.
Oh, shit, it's the law.
What are you referring to?
Look, man, I want to get.
What?
I like that.
Okay.
I looked at him like, yeah, man.
Racist.
I was hyper memorial. Nigga say, hold up. Nigga was like, this all out.
Come on, let's get out of here before the law shows up. Shit, there's a man coming. Just play it cool. He might not know the situation here. Damn it, he's going for the law. Do something.
Witness what?
I know that you are on a new lifestyle eating plan, Ish, but please just.
There's no sugar, is it?
You have to stop him. Use your talents, Arthur.
Bullshit.
Restart the mission.
No.
That was conversation happened. Is that nobody believed that I've ever made mac and cheese before? Actually, people, y'all don't believe I cook, but nobody believed that I've made mac and cheese before. I was like, I make great mac and cheese.
Come on, let's get out of here before the law shows up.
I told you. Mark was on to something.
Okay.
Stop, Mark.
Shit, there's a man
Hey,
coming.
listen, I
Just
might
Arthur
turn.
touched on his tail over and over again.
No, I'm talking about last
I
episode.
think we should be okay now. We're far enough away.
It was kind of lit, so I might do.
But when Belle falls in love, it does a housewife thing.
We could have done this without killing anyone.
It worked out. We
You know
got
what it says?
everything we needed.
That's not the point. It might not have... What if there were more people around we didn't know about? Hey, slow it down.
Deal with them too.
All right, fine, it's done now. Let's just get back to Emerald Ranch and turn this in. Slow it down a bit. So what were you able to lift from the house?
Found some money stashed away.
And then what's that controversy? I mean, all this bullshit.
Not bad at
I
all.
feel like we gotta have it. I kinda want to get it out the way. How y'all feel about it?
This was easier than hunting a 1,000-pound grizzly anyway.
No doubt. I won't forget that in a hurry.
Let me pull it up. It's
Looking forward to your
Kevin Lyle's
retelling of
been
that
accused
one around the
as
campfire.
bringing in the business for the last
It
5
wasn't the
years.
first time Mr. Matthews had stared
Misconduct is
death
one
in
of
the
these
eye.
from late
And
luck.
as usual, he did not flinch.
And this one surprised
Take it
me
easy,
for
Arthur.
a few reasons. But Kevin Lyles has responded.
Hello, Seamus.
If you go to
We
his
met
Instagram,
your cousins.
How was it?
Fine. Nice people.
That's an interesting way to think about it.
He
Park that thing in
posted
here.
this. I didn't see it
Quickly.
posted anywhere.
Then he posted his response. Yeah, but I could be off. So
It was places,
Nice
but
work,
it didn't
Jose.
live nowhere big. Because again,
Mostly
it's the
Arthur.
platform
Like I
size
said,
thing,
coarse,
which is a
but
lesson.
competent.
Sometimes
Here.
we make things stories by responding when if you don't say
Find
anything,
any other coaches that
it
need
might not be. And
selling.
I'm
See
not
what I
saying
can
he's right
offer
or
you
wrong.
for
I'm just saying if
if he responded, he's been around long enough. Somebody told him we're posting this day.
I'm heading back to camp, I
That's
think. You
fair.
Well,
coming?
before you read the response, like cliff notes of what she's
Oh, come on, I just
accusing of
joined the
when,
stream.
where, what
I have to
kind of
leave.
situation.
So this for context, it's an artist that he signed in 1999.
Damn.
It's Lady Luck. It's Lady Luck. Shout out to Lady Luck. Yeah. So
Oh man.
and this
See you next time.
actually happened months ago. I believe it was in the end of February that it came. So it might be one of those things where we all heard about it and then it passed.
I remember it.
Yeah, and we didn't say anything about it. And
This is my first time here.
never heard it. Mine's too.
Yeah, don't try to
It was
put
un-
us in
it was under the-
We heard it, but we were quiet. We didn't hear it.
Quiet. I mean, like, I forgot. I knew he got sued before. I didn't know who sued him. So I'm saying, I didn't know the details.
That's what I'm
And I'm saying, I'm making the connection. Oh, that was the shit from a few months ago. I didn't know who it was. I just knew that he was sued because when I first took the lawsuit, it was under a government name. So I didn't make the connection to even who it was. But the argument was, and remember it was Jane Doe at one point. Anyway,
Morning,
he
Arthur.
sexually assaulted her during her
Stay out of my way,
in
won't you,
the
Scoop?
early 2000s. This was the argument. That was sexual assault, and that happened over a period of time. So that's what makes this interesting. For the last year or so, I've heard Lady Luck make allegations about her time in the business and all the things that's happened to her, but she didn't explicitly say Kevin Lyles. Then I also heard Kevin Lyles was accused of sexual misconduct a few months ago. Didn't connect that it was her, so now the dots are connecting a little bit. What Kevin Lyles has effectively said in his post, which is very long, I mean, it's like a 3 or 4 slides on Instagram, small print, it's like a full statement, is that, first, of course, it's not true, he's saying.
Mr. Morgan.
He's saying that he was told, that you can pay $30 million
Yes,
or
Miss Grimshaw.
this lawsuit's going to move
One of the
forward.
girls saw that friend of
He
yours,
points out all
Mary
the time where
Gillis,
she has said
sniffing
that he's a
about.
friend of her, mother to her. He points out
Yes,
the birthday
I never
post.
liked that woman, Mr. Morgan.
She gave her as an artist.
That she still communicates with the entire family.
Then she communicated.
It's this March.
Yes.
Be fine.
And not like distant family, like father, sister, like, yeah, she
Says she called my mother, my father, pops, called my sister, her sister. There's a real relationship.
And then the last beat of it is that he offers a kind of what is both empathy and a kind of defense. He says, I understand what she's going through. I know she's been in the violence industry. I know she's had issues with substance abuse, mental health issues, etc. So he lays it out in a way that sounds like he's being sympathetic, but also laying the groundwork for saying, hey, this is crazy, and I don't know why she would make this. I mean, he's not saying gray area, we got our signals crossed. He's saying this is a complete fabrication. I'm not saying he's right. I'm simply saying that's the case he's laid out. And it's an interesting argument because in theory, everything that he wrote could be true, and he still could have done what she accused him of doing. And conversely, he could not have. I don't know the story well. I don't know their lives well. I don't know anything personally inside. But
How long till we eat,
big,
Pearson?
and this is messy, and this is a sign that this thing isn't going anywhere. A lot of people thought that the era of people making lawsuits, the era of people saying 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or 10 weeks ago, something happened to me, it was going to pass. It was going to be a fad. But in the kind of post-Me Too era, which I'm actually happy about, people are still being courageous about telling their stories, and people are still coming forward when things have happened to them. Again, I'm not saying this is what I'm saying.
All right, Hosea.
This isn't going anywhere. This is not a phase, and anything that's happened in this business is probably going to come to light more and more over the next few years.
Is this the only case or allegations against Kevin Lyles? Because you said that we heard this before. Is she the person that topped it off against him?
To my knowledge, yes. Okay. I can't say with certainty. What I thought was a second case actually was her going from Jane Doe status to
But if it was back in February, then that means she still reached out to the family in March. So that's what he's trying to.
That's what he's saying. Yes.
Got it.
Okay. And again, I can't say whether that's true or not. I don't know. But that's what he issued in his statement. So it's going to be very clear.
We'll read here the other one that was filed by Jane Doe earlier this year. That was a separate case.
There was a separate case. Oh, guys, okay. That's over.
I think we should at least read. There was one in the earlier paragraph that says everything that she was alone. All right, I got it right here. It says here that she threatened to publish a book, file a public lawsuit, paying $30 million. She threatened to amend that almost 26 years ago. With a report on to the
She also ran into a leg that I
Dear
exposed myself
Arthur,
to her.
I've written this letter 100 times or more, and I cannot get it right. It's me. You know it's me from the bad handwriting. I know I said when we last spoke, and I was going off to get married, that we would not speak again. I know I said a lot of things, and I meant them, I suppose, at the time. But I'm not so proud as to not speak to people who cared for me, or cared for me. I've been in Valentine for a couple of months. I had some bad luck, and well, it's a long story and not an interesting one, but I am here for now. I saw a couple of the girls, or whatever the polite term is for them, that ran with you and your associates in town. And I heard tell of a man who sounded like you. I would love to see you again, if you could spare me a little bit of your time. I'm renting a room at Chadwick Farm, just north of Valentine. Yours, Mary Linton.
However, $30 million is a big number. Like, am I using the word punitive like incorrectly here?
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But I need to understand the motivation of
because it just seems like it's a strange number to choose, but it almost seems like it's a number that has been influenced by a lot of what we're seeing right now.
It sounds like it's the rate. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's the fucking going rate right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand pain and suffering. I understand, emotional damage. I understand all of that. I have existed in this business for a very long time. I've had things happen to me as well. So I understand the desire to have kept it quiet, shame and embarrassment, and whatever else feelings are associated with this. But
Girl, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If you just
okay, Arthur?
If you that she were telling the truth,
I guess.
what number would you
You
feel
seem kind of worried.
it's hard to say. Honestly, it's hard to say. It's hard to put a number on what you consider to be your pain and suffering and the length of pain and suffering that you have, had to deal with over, set amount of years, decades, or whatever the case is. But when I'm reading what she's charging him with, it's excessive. It is. It's excessive. It seems that this is just
the monetary amount?
Yeah, the monetary amount. It's excessive, and I feel like it sets a really bad precedent. There's already people who are going to look at situations like this. There's people who look at Cassie like that was a money grab, and that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? So in situations like this, it starts to it really muddies the waters in terms of, impact on victim versus what it is that they're trying to get in order to feel some level of
guess we gotta pay for our sins.
I'm not, that's what I preface this by saying my default is to always believe victims. However, you take into account the maintenance of ancillary relationships.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Family.
Somebody say about Cassie too. Wait, hold on, wait. I got a question. Are you saying this? Are you familiar with them?
No.
You're not familiar with
him? No.
You're not friends with him, man?
No.
I just want to be clear. Okay.
No. It just, it's passing. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So you're just basing this off of what you read and this book?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the 30 number is at a high enough number to make you just want to get it. So it's not a right. I don't care what. We don't have any intention of getting 30 or anything close to 30. We know we're not going to get that. But if I like something about that number 30 today, 30 million, it just, you're right. You're absolutely right. The number's capped. I don't even think it's settlement cap. If a settlement comes from it, great. But the 30 is headline. We want to move forward. Right. I haven't heard the story where they demand the 30 and it's paid in the next week. The reaction 99% of times is going to be, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I might have to flip my entire life upside down.
Here's the news, okay? Big decisions on the Diddy file. Sean Diddy Combs just got hit with 2 federal convictions for transporting women for prostitution. The jury couldn't agree on the big racketeering charge, but they were clear on the sets for travel part. He's guilty on...
That's going to help us. I think after there's 24/7 links in your guy. As a cycle of the year, there's 24/7 links in your guy.
Fish Karen.
How you getting on?
Okay, that's 24/7 claim support. That guy comes just highlighted like in his letter he puts statement. He says, of course, he or she said this on podcast about me, and just how positive, even to this day, he put it all on his website. That could backfire on him. He specifically pointed out that in 2016, 2022, and 2023, she denied any inappropriate sexual interactions with older men. What she's saying is contradicted by what she's saying. I get what he's doing, and if you're innocent, I understand why you'd have the impulse to find every shred of evidence. Guilty people do this too. So that's the first thing. The other thing is, if it becomes overkill and it looks like you're being too aggressive and you're attacking her too much, it could turn people off. It could make people distrustful. I don't know. I think there's three pieces. People gonna believe that he did it and are upset. People don't believe it and say throw it away. There are also going to be people who are going to read what he's alleged to say. Right?
Like they don't care, or
yeah, like it's not a big enough deal to warrant a $30 million loss. I'm not saying I don't feel that way, but I'm saying a lot of people.
And so just to be clear,
that's all.
And just to be clear, that's basically what I was trying to get to, is the fact that some people are going to regard this as a and kind of situation, you know, in the grand scheme of, in comparison, say.
In comparison to some of the other cases we have seen.
Yes.
Which are horrific and have been video documented.
Yes.
I'm saying that I think it may be a hard time to get a jury to believe, to care enough, especially if they feel that it's worth it. I'm not saying that, but it contradicts what we've been saying. Yeah. We've been saying that we should own incidents now. I'm saying we shouldn't be victims. I'm saying there are a lot of people who are really victims. I'm saying in this case, I think that's going to play out. So you're victim, and now you're saying that because of the why are you doing this? Yeah, I'm saying because we normalize sexual harassment so much. It didn't big the spectrum to you. I was about to say, I don't understand how we
yes.
are creating trauma with her.
Yeah, you know.
You said that the $30 million
What's wrong with you?
So this young lady felt as though, again, I'm just totally objective. You can't necessarily say, yo, because such and such might have sucked her in the ass and made her do X, Y, Z, then that is worth more than what this particular trauma is. I think who the fuck is the judge to do that? The judge and the jury. That's all I'm saying. Us. That's what I'm saying.
What's the meaning of this?
That's what I'm saying. If you got hit, if you got hit by a car and lost and broke your leg, someone else got hit by a car and lost their leg. I can't speak to how you experienced the broken leg. What I can say is, as a jury or as a person watching the jury,
You judge that the loss of the leg to be worse than the broken.
It's a greater loss.
It
Right?
is. But I still think it's apples and oranges when you start coming down to emotional trauma and emotional stress. You can't put my emotional stress and my emotional trauma or how I respond to something on a scale as easily as a broken leg versus a lost leg.
I agree. I don't think you can do this easily. I'm just saying the jury ultimately has to do that, though.
I disagree. We're not even talking about the jury. We're talking about the kids. We're talking. Yeah, we're talking about.
Mrs. Linton
You can say
and
that this person is trying too much money for their emotional stress.
All I'm saying is relative to it. If Cassie's worth 30, that's who. I'm establishing that as an arbitrary standard based on the fact that's what she asked for. Yes. Allegedly something close to that.
Arthur.
So I'm saying if they gave 20, even better. Settle. Okay. Even better. All right. Even better. If Cassie settled for 20 and we say, all right, that's our baseline.
I heard you and your friends was around.
Then it would be hard for me to say if Cassie's experienced a baseline of 20.
Where's what's his name?
Died.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
But that's how courts work. That's the problem with the system.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
too.
You can't say that Cassie's
Happened a
settlement
while
number
ago.
is what this
Pneumonia.
other person's settlement
Bad
number
business.
should be less
Sure.
because she took this. You can't say that.
And I'm not saying should. I'm making a practical assessment of how it actually is going to play out.
You've been made
I
a
want them
widow
all to get as much as they deserve, as much as they want. I have I
No,
don't care.
ain't like that,
I'm
Arthur.
not no sympathy for the person
Okay.
spending the money who did the harm. I'm just saying, as a
Leave
practical
him
matter,
alone.
when you come to somebody and say, I want 30 million, knowing that Cassie
My
just
family.
got 20, or knowing that so-and-so got 50
I
or
need
10
your
or
help.
whatever,
You
I'm
mean
just saying
the family
that to
that
me,
always looked down
there's a
on
strategy
me?
in that. And
You want me to
and
help
you, and you
It's
do
my
walk
little
in
brother,
basing
Jamie.
it, just like you do all negotiations based on what the market gives. I think it is perverse
I
that we
always
base
liked Jamie,
emotional trauma on the market.
at least compared to the
In a
rest.
capitalist system, that's what you do, unfortunately. So how do we advance this?
He's broken Daddy's heart.
Disappointing, sir.
Daddy
Yeah,
has a heart.
Don't make
I
me
think the only
beg
thing
you,
moving forward
Arthur.
is
My
for
money,
me was
my
just to say
life.
again, we're going to see a lot more of this.
I wasn't good enough.
Untrue,
I'm sorry.
fake, false.
We need your
100%
help real
accurate.
bad.
We're going to see a lot
Little
more
Jamie's
of it. I don't know.
joined the
Do you think the industry's
Chelonians,
going to move
that
differently
strange religious order.
because of
for
this
him.
culture?
They're
Or are we still
quite
see a lot more
mad,
chaos for the next
Arthur.
10, 20
They'll kill him.
I think we're going to see a
You're
lot more
the only
payouts. And that
person
was
he'd
what I was
listen
trying to
to.
say, is that
So,
it seems like this
I'm
30
too
million
rough
is the
to
baseline that
marry
is being
into your
created.
family, but it's
Whether or
okay
not-
to ask me to
whether or
help
not
and
we
save
judge
your
it to be
family.
correct or
I'm
incorrect,
sorry.
too much, too
I
little,
understand
or
if you
whatever the
don't
case
want to
is,
help me, but
the fact of the matter is,
But
like, a baseline
I think
for
of
these
you
things
often.
be created, and it's just like
Long
there's
time ago now.
I'm
like,
begging
what
you,
is the
Arthur.
I say let Jamie live Jamie's life, and not the nightmare that Daddy dreamed up for him.
Jamie's so innocent,
And I
Arthur.
don't want to. I just wanted to, make the point that that was what I was trying to say earlier in the
Please.
conversation, and then also
Arthur.
about, the maintenance
Will
of
you
the
help me?
relationship with the family and the comparison to Cassie. I feel like that in itself is apples and oranges. It's totally
Where is
different because
Somewhere
this
out near
was-
Carmody Dell,
we-
I think.
Cassie is
The rancher
alleged
there
in
said he'd
her
seen him
testimony
around the
that she was
Cumberland Forest
rude,
area.
and that
I
this
just
was
want him
like
back,
and
Arthur.
that this was an
If
ongoing.
you find him, bring him to me
I
at
know,
the
and this
station.
was
I'll
an
see what I can
ongoing, physical, mental,
owe
emotional,
you.
psychological captivity situation. That is
You
not
already
this.
owe me.
I hear that. So let's think about the next part of this, though, which was my question about how do we move forward? What does the culture look like moving forward? How are relationships different? What's going to be different?
I think that there's some inherent generational differences that are going to be just on display just because younger people think different than older people. Some of these people that have been accused of these heinous shit are from a different world where men in power do whatever the fuck they want. And I think we'll see less of it just based on that alone. And I do think that also people are going to be scared of getting sued for $30 million.
The scary part is, well, if you was wilding and if you had $30 million, which is a small sector of men, very small,
Right.
but it's people that got 300,000. It's people that got 100,000. People that got 500,000. You get what I'm saying? 30 is a different type of number, right? Like Smokey got getting sued for.
Is there a way that we would ever see those stories publicized where the number is that of a $250,000 and $300,000 win?
They may not be public, but that still don't mean that might start to be a trend. Like the trend trickles down. So the girl that
I get it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm seeing that a lot now when I speak at corporations and I talk about DEI, we talk about corporate behavior. A lot of people are talking about